This boy is absolutely bizarre. After his previous reincarnations as the second hand of a clock in a hero system, this time he's actually asking the goddess to reincarnate him as a lock on a treasure chest. But what he didn't expect was that before the goddess reincarnated him, she'd ask if she could give him a hug. James heard this and leaned in, but the next second, creepy eyes appeared behind the goddess and she lunged at him for an embrace. James freaked out and quickly dodged. Turns out the goddess had been alone here for so long, and her love of romantic dramas had given her a loneliness disease. Sometimes she'd get super clingy. Seeing James dodge her hug again, the goddess went dark, questioning whether James was lying to her since he'd wanted to hug her before. James explained it wasn't a lie. He just knew that if he hugged her now, things wouldn't end well for him. The goddess didn't deny it. She planned to kill him over and over until she forgot about him after hugging him, then send him off to reincarnate. Seeing this, James fled and reincarnated in another world as a lock on a treasure chest. Inside the chest was actually the Demon King, imprisoned and kept in the kingdom's temple under the watch of priests. Being a lock every day was incredibly boring for James, so he wanted to chat with the Demon King, but the Demon King looked down on him, believing a mere lock wasn't worthy of speaking to him. Seeing this, James silently activated his lemon juice magic and dripped it all into the chest, nearly killing the Demon King with sourness. Then James unleashed salad oil magic, pouring it all over the chest. Unexpectedly, the Demon King suddenly awakened upon contact with the salad oil, just as he was about to break free from the chest's constraints. The priests hurriedly cast a powerful barrier, but they accidentally ignited the salad oil, almost roasting the Demon King alive. He collapsed motionless on the ground. The priests didn't know what to do. Then an old man wanted to open the chest to check on the situation inside. James looked at how big the key was and how small his keyhole was, and immediately squirted lemon juice right into the old man's eyes, absolutely refusing to let him in. But this old man turned out to be a deity of this world. The old man mistakenly thought the Demon King was messing with him, so in a rage he pulled out his demon-slaying sword, planning to send the Demon King straight to hell and kill James in the process. Through repeated slips and falls, the sacred demon-slaying sword actually broke. The deity was grief-stricken and lunged at the chest, only to discover it had electric shock magic. But James clearly didn't have that skill. Turns out the chest was also a reincarnated person from another world. Not only did the deity suffer, but the Demon King inside the chest was also eliminated by the electric shock. Even more ridiculous was that the chest's true identity was actually the hero. Just like that, the hero chest accidentally eliminated the Demon King. The chest no longer needed a lock, so James returned to the reincarnation point. Seeing the goddess still wanted a hug and knowing her loneliness disease hadn't improved, James, bursting with survival instinct, quickly ran to draw lots again. This time he drew a vegetable, then hurriedly went to reincarnate in another world. This time he reincarnated as a tomato hero. Considering he was just a vegetable, challenging the Demon King would obviously be difficult, so James wanted to recruit some teammates first. However, the surrounding tomatoes ignored him. Only a patrolling security guard was startled by him, but through his social skills, James quickly became friends with the guard and used magic to transform him into an onion warrior. The two then set off on their journey together. The first boss they encountered was a restaurant chef. Seeing moving vegetables, the chef got excited and chased them frantically. Facing his natural enemy, James didn't panic at all. He released magic to extract the chef's soul and sealed it into a nearby eggplant, transforming him into an eggplant mage. Next, James recruited many more teammates before attacking the Demon King's castle. However, since all his teammates were vegetables, they were mostly eaten by monsters before even reaching the castle. In the end, only 3 teammates made it to the destination with him. The onion warrior transformed from the old security guard, the tofu martial artist responsible for damaging the dragon god Baharamithia, and the dragon god himself. As for why the mighty dragon god would willingly join the vegetable squad, it turns out James was ruthless enough to feed the eggplant mage teammate to the dragon god as a snack, bribing him over. Yet James said he was the weakest in the team because the evil dragon god was level 70, the tofu martial artist was level 90, and the onion warrior was level 98. In this world where the max level is only 99, the onion warrior was incredibly powerful. Then they met the Demon King. The Demon King's true form was actually a potato. As soon as the Demon King saw James, he furiously wanted to kill him. Originally, the Demon King didn't look like this. Back then, the Demon King had run into James at a tavern, and the two hit it off immediately, chatting enthusiastically. But unexpectedly, drunk James cast a spell on him, extracting the Demon King's soul and sealing it into a nearby potato. The Demon King, who had held a grudge ever since, started fighting James the moment they met. Since the Demon King's swordsmanship could even cut through space-time, James kept losing ground. At the critical moment, it was actually the tofu martial artist who blocked the fatal strike for him. Immediately after, the onion warrior used his homemade tear-jerking comic series to move the Demon King to tears, and the evil dragon god only added a bit of extra firepower. Finally, with the help of his 3 teammates, James successfully defeated the Demon King and brought peace to this world. world. As for James himself, since he was a tomato, he naturally rotted and died not long after. So he returned to the goddess's reincarnation point, bringing back all those companions who had fought alongside him as souvenirs for the goddess. James planned to use these to make curry, but the goddess's loneliness disease still hadn't improved. She still wanted to hug James before making curry.